How's it going? This script bringing you the next episode of Tales of Cold Steel. Got Bandicam recently, so hopefully the audio quality is a lot better. Let's see. Right, I'm supposed to be going around doing the quests now. Never realized how smug V could be till I got on this field study. There's the side quest. Lord Griffith's up arrows. Seems like he's been very busy lately. He's in charge of this province and even takes care of some of his father's official duties as his representative. While I'm proud to see him do such excellent work, I rarely get the chance to see him at parties anymore. That's a beautiful church.
Who's this a statue of?
It seems to be a statue of Saint Veronica.
Oh, you know of her?
That was interesting. Saint Veronica, I'll have to remember that. My daddy has a car. It's so cool, it goes vroom, beep beep and everything. Okay, that's the statue they were talking about. I see he's very exciting. It's understandable though, I haven't had much of an opportunity to spend time with him lately. Fortunately, I found time to do so now. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Okay, I decided not to read everyone's out loud like I did in the past. Honestly, if people still watch the series, it'd be a miracle. This restaurant's pretty big. I feel like we're a little out of place here, and yet this pales in comparison to restaurants dedicated to nobles. I used to come here frequently before I started attending the academy. Huh? It must be good if you're a regular. Must be a gathering place for haughty nobles, too, then. Feel free to wait outside first if you wish. I have to give my regards to the owner as well. Was that a slight smile I saw there? Currently 9 in the morning right now. Thankfully it's Monday, so it's pretty much my day off from work. Owner Heaven. Hello, Lord Eustace, it's been a while. One of my assignments at the academy has led me to return here briefly, so I saw it fit to show my face here. Things seem to be going well for you there, I'm glad. I assume you must all be Lord Eustace's classmate then? I'm pleased to see that you've been able to make so many friends at the academy. They're only classmates, not friends. They look close. Yeah, I don't think you get this close to someone just by frequenting your restaurant though. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hammond. I'm the owner and head chef of this restaurant. I intend on continuing to deliver the highest quality of food, so I hope you'll be able to stop by. It seems nice. I already spoke to her. Wrong button. What's down here?
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Just give me the option, I'm just going to take it.
Caught one.
How do you get that chest over there?
Caught one. Not bad. Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Might as well start the side quest. Oh, that's a nice husky. Excuse me, can we talk to you for a minute? Might those uniforms be for Thor's military academy? I assume you must be a student Lord Rufus mentioned then. What's this all about? Lord Rufus asked me to give some word to some students who came along here for matter of field study, you see. Well, in truth, he asked my father first, but he's busy as ever was, so request to pass on to his heir. In other words, me. Oh, that does sound interesting, doesn't it? I think guess what I came up with. Oh, you're such a cheese. Might have some time to think about it. So what exactly was your request? You dare interrupt our conversation? You commoners truly have no courtesy, do you? It's only natural to wait for those superior you to finish their conversation. Oh my. What's the matter? Lord Eustace, I had no idea you were here with these commoners. Well, I am. Do you still wish for us to remain quiet while you continue with this nonsense? Of course not. We would never be so crass. I could get used to this. Why couldn't he just stand where they could see him in the first place? Well, what is it you're looking for? Your request stated that you want some kind of bath salt? Well, you see, I'd like to request you to procure some pink salt for us. I see. That's a rather difficult request. Fret not then, I can change the request if you wish. That won't be necessary. A request is a request. Is it hard to find? That's not the issue. We need to make our way to the canyon to the east to find it, much like we need to do for that monster. It's closer to Aurochs Fort than it is to the city, so it won't be an easy journey. Oh, I see. Why are they putting salt in the bath, though? Putting salt in the bath water warms the body. I don't really care for it, but it seems to have some positive health effects. Hey, if it's healthy, more power to them. Sounds like something only nobles could afford to do. Well, either way, we know exactly where we need to go now. Now let's get the requests from Petition Streets out to make our way over there, though. Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Okay, there's Artisan Street.
This street seems kind of different from the others.
It really does.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
So what you're saying is any minute now. Indeed, we shouldn't have long to wait. It looks like he's with a customer right now. What should we do? Should we return later? Judging by the uniforms, sir. I see Lord Eustace with you too. Welcome to our store. Have you come regarding the field study request? We have, but I'd ask that you please refrain from getting us any special treatment on my account. If our timing here is inconvenient for you, we're quite amenable returning at a later hour. No, it's quite the opposite. In fact, we were just discussing you as it happens. Alright then. Wait, you were discussing us? Does that mean... Of course, if you allow me to explain, this is Ben. Ben? However you say that name. I just realized his name is Bruce without the E. A tourist currently staying here in Bareahard. He's the one responsible for the request that brought you here. See, I'm going to get married in the near future. I came here to inquire about having a wedding ring made. The artisans of Bareahard are renowned far and wide for their skill with gem processing, so it seemed like an ideal choice. So you may well have presumed a substantial journey to search for the perfect ring. It is a wonderfully romantic thing too, isn't it? It kind of is. There's no denying the quality of the jewels one could procure here, but they don't come cheap. That's exactly right, unfortunately. Buying one of the local gemstones of my income isn't very plausible. A septium ring especially is out of the question. I quickly realized how impulsive I'd been, almost given up. But then I consulted Bruce here on whether or not I had any chance of finding a good deal, and he gave me a really good idea. Oh? That's right, a precious stone might be out of his budget, but there are stones just as beautiful that are a whole lot cheaper. Semi-precious stones, if you will. The name's pretty self-explanatory. I suggested we make a ring for a music one, specifically a gem known as Dryad's Tear. I'm not familiar with that one. I think I may have heard of it actually. It's made from a very particular tree sap that hardens like stone after being exposed to air for a long time. And it has a translucent shine to it that people say is easily the equal of septium. Sounds beautiful, honestly. That's the one. I'm surprised you know so much about it. Guess you're an expert at jewels as well, huh? That's our Emma. It's just a personal interest of mine. So does that mean your reason you call this here is... Exactly. I'd like you to go collect one of these Dryad's tears for my client. Fortunately for you, many of the trees and tears can be harvested from growing the North Cruisin' Highway. But even though it only qualifies as semi-precious, it's still a pretty rare gem. So finding one might not be an easy task. Well then I suppose we'll just have to poke down and look. It may not be quite a challenge, or dear friend here has made out to be, you know, huh? What was that guy from Keldick? I was waiting for a name pop up. The innocent wooden tear that you seek. How would you respond if I were to say that I saw one with my own eyes mere moments ago? Who's this guy? Do you know him, Eustace? Can't say I ever recalled meeting him before now. Gracious, how terribly impolite of me not to introduce myself before speaking. My name is Baron Blanc. Blue Blanc? Blue-white? Really? Well, I mean, sounds like blue, and the name Blanc means white, so... I probably just butchered all that. It's a true pleasure to make your acquaintance. From paintings, sculptures, and fine arts to most delicately detailed crafts, I am a connoisseur and lover of beauty, craftsmanship, and artistry in all their many splendid forms. I see. Seems a little off-puttingly eccentric. But that's enough about myself. I hear you're seeking a Dryad's tear. Yes, that's right. You say you saw one moments ago? Are you certain? My dear lady, I would never dream of lying about matters of beauty. I beheld the light which you seek on Northern Highway. Of that I am most certain. And yet I must confess that my knowledge of the area is not so great that I would not be able to share its exact location. Though perhaps that's the way it should be. After all, brilliant light has true meaning only when one grasps it with his own two hands. So basically, finding it ourselves is the reward, is what you're saying. You don't say. Guy's manner of speech is irritating. So is the content of his words. Now, let's hear him out. Well, we're certainly appreciative for the information. And I ask why you're telling all of this, though. Perhaps the spirit of inquisitiveness that drives you to seek beauty mere mirror cannot buy. It moves me so, and being the generous man I am, I'm dying to extend an olive branch. Is that sufficient enough reason for you? Sure. Well, we'll know soon enough if he's telling the truth. Yes, we need to begin our search. We can choose to follow his lead, unspecific as it may be, or disregard entirely. I think our chances are equal either way. Well, we'll be leaving it now. Hopefully you'll see us back soon with the Dryad's tear in tow. Good luck. I appreciate it. Good day to you. Okay, so that's how you do the covers. At least I know where to go if I need to upgrade that. Is there anything upstairs? Nope. Armor upgrade, at least. Used to seem rather fond of her. Maybe it's because she treats him like other people.
I love the look of this city. It's so beautiful.
Maybe so, but it's got nothing on Heimdall in terms of sheer scale.
We'll see what Heimdall looks like then. But yeah, this place does look beautiful.
This seems to be the city's noble quarter.
No wonder most of these houses look so overblown and excessive.
Aw, I didn't even see the little kitten. Boot. Mr. Cat Boots. I assume this is Bareahard's guardhouse. Indeed it is. So this is where your family's personal army hangs out. There's no need to be so blunt, Fee. She's not wrong. My family is responsible for the Army's upkeep and operations after all. It's quite leverage for our benefit. Lord Eustace, welcome back. Here we go again. It's an honor to be able to see you again. Is there something we can help you with? Not such. However, I did happen to hear about your activities in Teldic. Might you care to explain the Army's questionable actions of late? Well, we weren't aware of such things. Useless. Fine. However, be sure not to forget what your duty as soldier is, understood? Understood. Please take care. Useless. I guess that was about what happened during Group A's last field study. Indeed, not that I expect this to have any effect whatsoever. Let's return to the task at hand. Yeah? We don't need you ordering us around. This won't be impossible for those two to get along at this rate. So I can't go up there, got it. Simplicity of kids. Oh, nice. Yeah, tea's pretty good in the evening. Nothing wrong with them acting like kids. They enjoy what they can. Okay. Guess I can't fish here. Oh well.
Well, if I must. A reasonable outcome.
Alright, I'll give it a try. What did you expect?
Okay. What is up with me?
Well, if I must. Would you expect any?
Alright, I'll give it a try. Perfect! Alright, I'll give it a try. Perfect!
Well, if I must. Would you expect any?
All thanks to you. I'm sorry, wait, Annabelle, literally killed him? I feel like reading those when I'm not recording, honestly. There we go. Oh, bit of a cutscene. Oh, it's Lord Eustace. It's Lord Eustace. Wow, it really is. Sorry we didn't notice you. We were just reading a book. Worry not. I see you're still taking good care of your brother. Mom and Dad are working the mansion again, so two of us ended up alone during the afternoon. That's why we're both here, waiting here for him to finish. Guess what? I know how to wait patiently now. Is that so? You're both worthy of praise then. Aw, Eustace is a softie for kids, isn't he? Yay! That was the worst yay I've ever done. Thank you. I have to leave now, but be sure to watch out for cars. Don't run out into the road either. We'll be careful. Bye-bye. He's popular with kids, isn't he? No one expected this. Would you care to give us your thoughts on this, Marcus? Not really, no. Besides, it's still far too blunt, even with children. Cease your gibbering, we have business to attend to. Marcus was definitely trying to find something to say. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my second cup of coffee for a day. Okay. Maybe there's the quest. I wonder how strong the monsters are here. That looks like a snake coming out of an egg.
The advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
My turn!
Man trap, egg snake. Quite on the nose, huh? Okay, so it's weak against water mostly. Honestly, this one's weak against fire, it's the plan.
There!
Alright.
Okay. Target lock.
Yeah! Arcus, activate!
I'll handle this.
Yeah!
I'll handle it. Target lock.
My turn!
Oh, he has her S rank unlocked already.
There!
Wait till I have to do this.
Go!
Broken. Yeah!
I'll handle this. What a waste of time. Let's go.
That's a lot of experience. Okay. Hey, seems like perfect place to cry if I ever need it.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Now's our chance. Let's get him! Here we go! There! Go!
My turn.
I'll handle this.
Yeah! Now!
My turn.
Very well. Now! Try not to overexert yourself.
Don't worry about me.
Aw, he was showing concern his own way. I'm starting to like Eustace a bit more as we expand on his character.
Let's get this over with.
Okay. Target locked.
Go! There!
My turn.
Yeah. Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Bridge, huh?
Star Bridge. Beyond here is out of bounds for our field study.
Okay, but can I fish here? Yep. Oh, it's a new one.
Caught one!
Rock Eater. Rank up. I don't know, it's starting to wonder if I would. Like, if I remember correctly, that means there'll be more stuff for sale with the points when I get back.
Caught one!
Looks like another new one.
Not bad.
Oh no, I caught this one before. Okay, around 400. Around 400 points before I was able to rank up. One, always a good thing. I thought I did it too early for a second. I mean, I did,
Advantage
but
is
I
ours.
thought
Let's
I would've
finish
been
him.
ambushed.
I'll handle it. Target locked.
Go!
I also thought it took some nice sniffling, so hopefully it actually works.
It's my turn.
I mean, it actually seems to be working right now.
I'll handle this.
I'll handle it.
I'm gonna be able to breathe through my nose finally. Should have done that a long time ago.
It's my turn.
That saves I sniffle.
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
That's level 17. Always get a bit turn around after you ambush an enemy.
Advantage is ours. I'll handle it. Target locked. Got it.
Go! Here we go!
Very well.
It's my turn. Yeah. My turn. Target locked.
Go! We'll cut our own path.
Level 17.
Great!
I mean, it's been 19 hours, I only through 14 levels. So pretty. I'd say this is it. Alright, let's see if we can remove it without causing damage. You can see right through it. Its radiance truly is the equal of Septium, just as rumor said. Yes, I'm certain this will make for exquisite rain. I can hardly wait to see the expression on Ben's face when we show it to him. Although it does mean that the Baron was telling the truth. Yeah, we still have no idea why he went out of his way to tell us. But there's no point worrying about that now. We got what we came for. Yep, time to go. Okay, let's go get this thing then. I hope they show us what the ring looks like. Pretty interested in that.
We have the advantage!
I'll handle it. Target locked.
My turn!
Is that supposed to be like a leaf size? Poison's clown game, but that's not a size, that's a size.
Yeah! Yeah!
My turn.
I'll handle it. Target locked.
Here we go! There!
I'll handle this.
Yeah!
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Convoy? Is that hint of what's to come during this field study? That was the emblem of Cruisen's province, wasn't it? Are they part of the provincial army? I suspect they're members of units stationed in Keldic. Oh, great town. They're likely on their way to rendezvous with the main unit of Bareahard. Makes sense. I've never seen those vehicles accompanying them before, though. Rifles plays more of light armor transport from the looks of it. They like the firepower of a tank but make up for maneuverability. Sometimes how you move makes the difference. They will spend a small fortune on those. You certainly seem no off about Pete. Suppose so. Regardless, we have no reason to linger here. We should return to Bareahard ourselves. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Ah, you're back. What's wrong? Bruce looked pretty sad now. You are quite... is something wrong? Well, could you give us the item? Sure, here. Thank you. What's taking so long, Evil? Don't tell me a noble is trying to get the item. Okay, now I'm starting to sound like Machias. If you have what I asked for, hurry up and give it to me. Yes, of course, at once. What's going on? Count Gordy. Honestly, we don't have all day. This way commoners never get anywhere in life. Well, screw you too. Here it is, my liege. So this is what it looks like. I confirmed this a genuine Dryad's tear. I imagine it'd be a bit hard, but is it nothing more petrified sad shit people consume without word consume it? We had to have heard that wrong. Please don't tell me. Alright then, chomp. I just love how the music went dead silent at this. The music just stopped out of nowhere. But on a more serious note, that son of a gun. After all that time trying to get it. What? Seriously? What are you doing? No one. I can't read that like that. Here, my lord. Scum. did this come about? What the hell do you think you're Machias? You there, calmer. You might want to watch your tone when dressing so high-rated in yourself. Okay, hell's gonna go F yourself. Damn it, this isn't good. I should be generous and let it pass this once, but you should do well and mind your manners in the future. If you were truly angry with me, your life could be cut short, very short indeed. Sounds like it'd be worth it to kick you in the nuts. I think you're the one who ought to mind his manners. What was that? Lord Eustace! What are you doing in a place like this? That does not concern you. However, with great pains finding a Dryad here for that man there. And I'm most interested in hearing what exactly made you feel like you had a right to consume it. Oh, he is pissed. But Lord Eustace, I legally purchased that stone from him. I've done nothing improper here. Is what this man says true? Yes, it is. He agreed that he would give me a stone mirror in exchange for the tear. See? So the stone is my property, which I can do with it whatever I wish. Okay. But why would you want to eat it? Well, the Dryad's tear is used as in Eastern herbal medicine as said to possess a number of useful properties. Herbal medicine? Popular variety of alternative medicine practicing in Eastern lands. What useful properties? Nutritional supplementation, mostly. But there are those who believe it can also prevent the effects of aging. In case of this version of anti-aging cream, which does not work. Prevent aging? Utterly ludicrous. Be that as it may, it is my prerogative. Now that he is done, I have no reason to remain here any longer. Lord Eustace, if you will permit it, fine, please leave. I'm deeply grateful. If you'll excuse us then, we beg your pardon. I'm sorry for causing a scene. Ineffective at controlling your temper as ever, I see. Some things never change. No kidding. No, I should be one to apologize. I'm sorry for making you watch that without a word of explanation beforehand. Especially after all the trouble you went through to get it for me. So is it true? Did the Count purchase it from you? Well, yes, that was completely true. Everything was on the level. Though honestly, considering he's a noble and a count that I couldn't possibly have refused. The situation may be changed for a better Heimdall overall. But deference to those of higher stature is still a reality in an area where Chancellor's influence doesn't reach. I thought it might be something like that. As for the ring, I'm going to use the mirror the Count gave me as a positive buy one locally. I'm really sorry for putting you through all of this. I'll need to start making my way to station now. I won't miss my train. Goodbye, everyone. Aw, poor guy. I was observing, curious as to what manner of compelling drama might unfold. That was dramatic, alright. But alas, all I've witnessed was that farce. How long has he been here? I heard from that fine gentleman who works at his establishment that your students here for field study, no? I hope you'll forgive me for saying so, but I believe it is these setbacks in life which make it truly beautiful to be alive. That comedy of errors may have been tough to endure. Why did I say touch? But your resultant struggle against injustice was simply breathtaking. Excuse me? However, alas, I must bid adieu. My search can never rest here. The ultimate beauties unearthed. I'll be right back, getting a call from Husky. Well. Sorry about that. It was basically called from where I get my insurance from. Basically, they just want to wish me Happy New Year. A little late on that part, but oh well. I do have to set up a doctor appointment anyway for. I haven't had one in a while. But enough on that. I do pray we'll have the opportunity to meet again. Until such time, fare thee well, students. He's a wordy little guy, isn't he? What was that all about? I think he was just trying to not to let it get to us. Maybe? We still don't know why he helped us to begin with. What comes of this request now? Good question. There's no stone left to make rain. Does that mean we failed? No, we did exactly what we asked you. It's unfortunate that these things ended how they did, but that was through no fault of yours. So please, accept your reward. Luck. But this... I understand how you must feel, but you did exactly what you were asked. You deserve nothing less than the reward you were promised. I must insist. Alright, thank you. Now let's continue the quest. Oryx Canyon Path. Well, it seems like a beautiful path, honestly. We now cross the border to Oryx Canyon. On the other side is the Oryx Fort, where a provincial army is stationed, which means the monster we're after is somewhere along this path. The most logical approach here would be to take care of the monster first, then continue following the path to the fort. In that case, we'll probably take some time to finish all the other tasks first, otherwise it may be left undone. Well, I know I'm certainly anxious, so as soon as everyone else is ready, we should head out. Okay? Can you fish?
That bridge above us looks like it dates back to the Middle Ages.
It is. It's been there for several hundred years.
Dang. Oh, new enemies.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
My turn! There!
My turn. Target locked.
Very well.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go! There!
Okay. Here.
My turn.
I'll handle this. Go!
I'll help.
Here we go! There! We'll cut our own path!
Jeez, those things are tough. Or durable. Might have to start using arts against those. Some sort of anteater?
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
Go!
Yep.
There! Go!
My turn.
It's my turn. Now.
There! Very well. What a waste of time. Let's go.
Auction Souls level 16.
Now's our chance! Let's get him! Here we go! There!
My turn.
Okay.
I'll handle this.
Okay.
Go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Okay, everyone else level up.
Making progress.
Yes, we are. Ethereal Edge. Magic attack set, line medium. Release several magic blades.
Done.
Give it a try.
A matter of course.
Rune Blade. Cuts enemies in half with magical slash.
I did it!
Okay, everyone's getting stronger at least. Oh my god, the Scyther!
Now's our chance. Let's.
Okay.
War Mantis.
Target locked.
Here we go! There!
My turn. Be gone!
It's my
Okay.
turn.
Now let's see what Ethereal Edge can do.
Gleaming blades. Go! Now!
There!
My turn. Target.
My turn!
My turn.
Okay. Now. That one all right.
See? You make a great team.
Okay, so that's their interaction. Those two new moves are pretty cool. Oh, it's this thing again.
This monster seems dangerous.
Watch out! This is a.
Okay. There you go.
So quick dance.
Silky dance.
Still feeding.
That's that.
Not bad.
I'll handle this. Be gone!
Go!
It's my turn. Gleaming blades. Go! This is it.
There!
My turn! There!
My turn.
My turn. Be gone!
My turn.
It's my turn. Gleaming blades. Go!
I think you need the blade spell from Fable 2,
Here we go.
honestly.
There! That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Okay. Certainly interesting battle.
We have the advantage.
Here we go!
Very well.
It's my turn. Gleaming blades.
I'll handle it.
Now,
Go! Go! Now's a chance!
broken.
My turn.
My turn.
Okay.
Of course, I missed on the last
I'll
hit.
handle it. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Monkeys return level 2. Okay. I say okay a lot, I just realized that. Okay, there's the enemy interface.
This looks like quite an old road, though it does seem well reinforced.
Yep. Looks like a lot of armored vehicles come this way.
What was that about, Eustace?
Now's our chance! Let's get him!
My turn.
Here we go! There!
I'll handle this.
Okay.
Okay.
My turn.
My turn! We'll cut our own path! Now's our chance!
I'll handle it.
Now,
Go! Go! There! Go!
broken.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
Guess that's the adult anteater.
Very well.
Horn eater.
Go!
Here we go!
It peels prey with its horns and slowly eats it with its long tongue. That's frickin' horrifying!
There!
I'll
Jeez!
handle it.
Nightmare fuel right here.
Target lock. It's my turn. Gleaming blades. Go!
My turn.
My turn!
My turn.
My turn. Targets eliminated. Let's get going.
And it almost rolled up again.
I didn't notice there was a path here.
The monster we're looking for should be just ahead.
And there's a chest, too.
Advantage is ours. My turn.
Target lock.
My turn!
My turn. Arcus, activate!
Okay. Yeah.
I'll handle it. Here we go.
So good, huh?
Go! That's that. Let's keep moving.
I'll get that chest after the boss fight. There it is. It does look pretty strong. Yeah, it might put up a fight. Hey, I know. We need to form proper combat link ready. We won't fail this time. You can do it. Green goes on front line. We need to give this every opportunity to work. We'll show you how it's done. Montius? Lucius? Alright, we're counting on you. We'll start battle as soon as you're ready. Well, it's nice to see they're actually attempting to do it. It's probably feel useless though.
Dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
Alright, let's do this. Is everyone ready? I'm good to go. Let's do this. Right. Ja. Ja? What in the world is that?
This one's dangerous. Stay on your toes.
My turn. All right, let's do this.
I'll
Leave
handle
it to
this.
me.
My turn. Target lock.
It's my turn. How about this?
My turn. Be gone!
Really?
Go! There!
I'll handle it. Target lock. Got it.
Got it!
Very well.
Link 7. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's my turn.
Here we go!
I'll get the information on it. Oh, from on side.
My turn. Yeah.
Thanks! Flames, gavel on my blade!
Here we go.
Okay, guys, that's pretty well.
Very well.
Right. How about this?
My turn.
Go! No way!
Wow.
Right!
Okay.
No.
My turn!
I thought it was about to attack or something.
There!
My turn. Be gone! What a waste of time. Let's go.
15 something. Got a lot of experience with that one, but what the heck happened with uses Machias?
Great!
An A+ outcome.
No, that was more like a D-. Energy shell. Special recovery bolt over. That is useful.
Done.
Flash grenade. A blinding attack. Okay.
That should suffice.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
Yeah, everyone's getting stronger.
That was rough.
No kidding.
Yeah, but we still won.
Only just.
So what happened?
What the hell is wrong with you, Eustace Alberea? Why did you sever the link?
Don't even think of trying to place the blame on me, Machias Regnitz. You were the one who severed the link.
Oh boy.
You said you'd cooperate, but you just couldn't do it, could you? You couldn't bring yourself to stoop to the same level as a commoner like me. You nobles truly are beyond redemption. You're utterly hopeless, through and through.
You asinine little...
Okay, it's getting worse.
Why can't you see that all of this is born from your own prejudice and narrow-mindedness?
That's enough!
Please, calm down.
Stay out of this! This is our problem!
Why don't we settle this once and for all? Let me show you how much better than you I really am.
Huh? Oh, jeez.
Reen!
There we go.
Nice job, Phoebe.
Nice work.
Reen, are you alright?
Hey,
Are you injured?
Well, that stopped the argument.
I'm fine. It's just a scratch. I was so sure we'd killed it, though. Guess I shouldn't have let my guard down.
I shouldn't have either. But it's down for good this time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure nothing can get up from that.
I should administer first aid on that scratch. I'll need you to take off your jacket.
That feels much better. Thanks, Emma.
You're welcome. I'm happy I was able to put what we learned from Instructor Beatrix's classes to good use.
That was last week, right?
Dang.
sorry, Reen.
It's our fault that you were injured.
Oh, don't worry about it. It wouldn't have happened if I'd been paying more attention. I'm just glad neither of you were hurt.
Why are you so...
You should rest that shoulder for a while.
Yes, absolutely. I'd strongly recommend you fall back from the front line for the time being.
Thanks, I will. Alright, let's get moving. We need to tell the Provincial Army about the monster.
Yeah, I suppose it's not a done deal until we file our report.
Aurochs Fort isn't much farther across the canyon. We may need to hurry if we wish to be back in Bareahard before nightfall, however.
Let's go.
Hey, Reen?
Huh? What is it?
I just...
What is it?
Look solus mercuri eum.
Was
What?
that some sort of art?
What did you just do?
Nothing. I just wanted to check on your bandage.
Why would... You said helium sunlight, so was that like a healing art? Why hide it?
Good, good. It seems fine. But please try your best to keep your shoulder firm. The less it moves, the better. We don't want your injury getting worse now.
Okay. I could swear I felt something warm flowing into my body. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
That's good.
Right!
Very well.
My turn.
Okay, here!
Leave it, eat that!
Very well.
Okay. This better. That way I can actually stun the enemies. I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. Quite a bit happened, really. And I certainly wasn't expecting that at the end of that fight. But it seemed to have affected Machias and Eustace, so maybe it's what was needed to get them to get over what was bothering them. So anyway, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.